Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at the USA Crypto Group. Today we have a project called Dynamic for this AMS session. Dynamic is an efficient protocol that supports lending and borrowing in both Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Like always, this AMS session is for educational and informational purposes only. This is not financial advice, and there's no commitment to the team. With that, I'd like to welcome Cameron. Great to have you here, brother. If you can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, give us a bit of insight on your experience, your background experience.
Hey guys, yes, thank you so much. So let's get into it, guys. Dynamic, we are a non-custodial lending software. We're specifically built around one-click yield and leverage. And so to give you some background about our team, myself, I'm a web designer with 6 years experience. And so basically I got into crypto in 2021 was my actual second time getting back into crypto because one of my friends got very wealthy off FEG token. So he actually had brought me back in from when I originally got in, like in 2016. And I had stepped out of the industry and learned about this whole side of Ethereum and lending and everything like that. So I became a participant in AV and Compound and Venus on Binance Smart Chain. So that was actually what gave me the initial grounding of being able to know what this whole lending stuff is about. But from there, just grew and grew. And so, yeah, about myself, from California, and our team, we're international. And our CTO, Mickey, he's based in Vietnam. And we're all Doxxed as well. So if anyone is wondering and wants to learn more information about us, we're on Doxxed.DYNAMIC.FI. You could check that out and find all the information.
Awesome. I appreciate the introduction there, Cameron. Yeah, no doubt. I think lending and borrowing protocols have been around. And like you said, you listed a few, AVI or AV, whatever you want to call it, Compound and Venus. Those are huge protocols with a total value locked in the billions. So I think it's a very beneficial protocols for regular investors, right? I think it's actually really, I've used it before. I've used Compound before 100%. I think it's huge. So one thing that you mentioned early on there, Cameron, you said non-custodial protocol. With what happened recently with FTX and other exchanges recently, could you speak on how important that is and what does it mean for you guys, as well as for the investors?
Yeah, so it's definitely an important thing to note that Dynamic is born out of the era of the Celsius meltdown and BlockFi, bankruptcy and everything like this. So this is supposed to be the most pure form of lending that's possible. So really being able to be confident that your funds are safe and it's basically personal saving software. So people should be able to come in, put their funds to work, and be able to sleep soundly, knowing that they're able to redeem their, IOU tokens at any time. And it's just, it's a significant paradigm shift from the centralized offerings that on the interfaces that you're looking at. Those numbers are not real because they're not coming directly from on-chain data. So that's what really separates us from others, is that we're pulling this live data and our security is inherited from the underlying money markets. And really from there, you just know that you're totally safe all the time, assuming that, the smart contracts are safe and everything like that. So it's really just a big shift from, allowing other people to do the work for you and putting the power back into your own hands so that you can actually earn the most for your money while being totally secure with it. So that's a little bit about it.
Yeah, 100%. I think self-custody is important, right? And that's why what happened is it's actually the first principle of cryptocurrency, the blockchain in general, is that you got to make sure that you have your own keys, right? And so what we've seen recently with FTX and stuff like that, right? You guys, there's a saying that says, not your key, not your token, and that's what happened. So you guys created a protocol where investors have all the rights to their key and everything will be on chain, right? So you guys figured out a way to combine pretty much two protocols right now, two lending protocols together, which is one over in ETH and one over in Binance, which is Venus and Compound.
Yep.
And you guys pretty much streamlined the processes and made it efficient in combining both protocols together. And
Yep.
that's what
So I want to give some background to the Ethereum and BSC side. So we're going to provide total lending market coverage. That's our ultimate goal. But basically, some users are going to prefer Ethereum, some will prefer BSC. But the premise is that Dynamic saves users time and maximizes their profit. It saves them time by having one interface to handle your multi-chain lending from, and maximizes your profit by just the traditional harvesting and distributions of profit once per day. So you don't have to manually claim any yield from your lending efforts. It will come to your wallet once per day in DYNA token, unless you choose in the settings to set it to stable or native tokens, which is whatever you're lending. Or you could choose the stable payouts, which would come in USDC. So it's once per day yield aggregation that's sent to you. And so, yeah, that's some more notes about why Dynamic is actually special. And yeah.
Yeah, so I was, as I was diving deep into your white paper or your docs there, so would you say that's going to be your biggest differentiator, is that you guys combining the ETH, utilizing the Compound and the Venus over in BSC, and combine it in the most efficient way where a user can be on both chains or any chain at one and able to just efficiently use the protocol without having that, that knowledge or putting in a lot of time in the protocol that's existed right now. Would that be the biggest differentiator for you guys, you say?
Yeah, definitely that we support as many markets as our users prefer. That's our main goal, but mostly we're looking to provide the full service lending experience that isn't currently available in the DeFi market. So we do have a bank account connection, for example, in the dashboard. So that is something that not everyone has to use, but it is there for users who do want to use it. So we have our native swap as well. So this is a full service lending platform that's taking the best parts of the centralized experience, like what Celsius and BlockFi offer, but giving it in more of an efficient, secure, trustless manner that is what we're all after in this, DeFi market. So, yeah.
So now the underlying protocol of it now is based off Compound and Venus, right? Is that correct, Cameron? Or will you guys be creating a totally different pool of your own?
Yeah, it is based off Venus and Compound. So how it works is just you mint, let's say you deposit USDC to earn, let's say you want to earn DYNA. And so it's coming in once per day. Basically, sorry. Could we go back? What was your question again? I got distracted here.
Yeah. So the question is, are you guys utilizing the
about
Compound and Venus protocol, the pool, right?
Yep.
The pool, right, for lending and borrowing, or will you guys have your own stand?
Yep. I forgot. I was just talking about the D token. So let me talk about what D tokens are. When you deposit your USDC, we mint you DUSDC. So that's going to sit in your wallet as a receipt token for whenever you want to redeem it. So we're sending funds to Venus if you're on BSC, sending funds to Compound on ETH, and you hold your receipt tokens at all times. So yeah, it's based off their pools, and I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that we have our own receipt token that sit in your wallet.
Okay, so you guys act like the middle guy who gives receipt, but you guys will put your token, your own native token, to use. You guys will have your own utility off that later, or giving people back the interest. But the underlying assets will be all still over being in a protocol. I mean, over in Compound and Venus, correct?
Yep, exactly. So users hold their D tokens until they want to redeem them. We have DBNB, so for each token, we have our own receipt token. And yeah, so they're able to redeem them anytime.
Okay, sounds good. Now, because the project is based off lending and borrowing, now we may have some listeners in here that may not know what that is or have not used the protocol in regards to lending and borrowing.
Yep.
Could we speak on that and what that is and how does that apply? Just how is that compared to a traditional way? Because I know lending and borrowing, we do that in traditional finance in the real world, but now we have a projects like you guys, Av and Compound and Venice, where we're utilizing the technology of DeFi, and I believe it's a lot better. Can we speak on that a bit there, Cameron? What is it? What is it about? What is lending and borrowing in DeFi?
Yeah, so there's two main reasons why you would come to a platform like Dynamic. First is if you wanted to earn yield on your assets. If you just wanted to put them to work, you go to sleep, and then from there you're earning income, or if you wanted to leverage your assets, which is when you're putting up some collateral and borrowing against it. If you really like Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's possible for you to tap into these decentralized protocols that we're built on top of and deposit your assets, borrow some USDC, put that into your bank account, and spend that money as you prefer without being taxed like you would be if you sold your Bitcoin and put that into your bank account. So this is a way where you're basically able to push off that tax burden until you really want to call it in. It's whenever you sell your tokens that tax burden happens. So yeah, this is just an alternative way for you to access some capital without having to sell your assets. Or maybe you really don't care about that and you just want to treat it like a savings account where you're earning interest. So that would be the other reason. So yeah, I hope that gives some perspective. And compared to like alternatives like a credit card or maybe asking your bank for a loan or something like that, this is significantly different from that in the sense that credit cards come with, firstly, it's not widely available to maybe like everyone in this room, and unlike the decentralized protocols of course are, the credit cards and everything, they come with so much more that is not seen on the front end. It's back end things like late fees and everything else that comes with it. So you don't even really know what you're really getting into with that side. But with this side, it's completely clear. Where the yield is coming from, and you're able to be completely secure of, I know where my money is, and I know I have some income coming in from it. So yeah, lending is great for earning the interest, and then the borrowing side is good for accessing that capital when you need it.
Yeah, 100%, and that's the reason why like protocols like Avi and Compound and Venus, they're so popular, right? Billions of dollars being moved over those protocols. I think it's amazing, right? So it's pretty much what it is. So let's say if you hold ETH, right? You hold ETH today. The market right now is very low, and you feel like the market will go back up, right? Which I believe it will go back up. And so let's say you need access to money. Let's say you need $20,000 tomorrow or 10,000, whatever, and to fix your plumbing at home, right? And you don't have the capital. Most people don't have the capital. So what this allows you to do is that you don't have to sell your ETH. You can go into a protocol like Dynamic and you can actually lend out your ETH, right? Lend out your ETH at the same time, earn the interest off that. But then Dynamic will allow you to borrow up to, I'm not sure what your value to ratio is.
Yep, 80%. We take the same parameters, mostly 80%.
80%. So what that means is that, let's say if you lend in a dollar of ETH, they will allow you to take out 80 cents USD of ETH. Am I right on that there, Cameron?
Yep, exactly. So from there, you're just able to do whatever you prefer with it. You could even use that USDC to buy more ETH and supply that ETH. And that's called using leverage. It's using the borrowed money to go long. And so that's another strategy. But yeah, it goes really deep. But I love your explanation as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's many strategies you can play off that, but it actually allows people to borrow money, and it allows people who have money to earn interest and make residual income. Traditional way, most people will have a house, right? They will go out there and they will take a loan against your home, right? let's say you need 40,000 for a car, most people go to the bank and ask for a loan, right? So the loan will assess the value of the home and also your liability of the home. Then they will make that assessment on what is the ratio to value you can borrow. Now, in this case, I think it's actually 80% in real life as well. But yeah, so it's the same process, but except for here, it's actually more transparent, and you don't have to go through all that BS steps like in traditional world, because you got to do all this paperwork, etc.
And I just want to also point out that the world's top CEOs, the world's most wealthy people for the longest time have been taking advantage of things like S blocks, which are securities backed like lines of credit. So they're using their stock portfolio to borrow assets, and they're able to hold their stocks without selling them like long term, and they're able to access, you know, whatever funds they need for today, paying their rent or anything like that. So, you know, these are strategies that are used by the top like top 0.00%, but now are being democratized so that everyone can have kind of that same position for their own portfolio, you know, with Ethereum being a hyper growth emerging asset. It's similar to stocks and things like that. So, you know, I just want to point out, you know, this is not completely new, but it's showing that it's very, very powerful because, you know, the world's top people have been utilizing things exactly like this. So being able to hold on to your high growth assets for the long term and access the inflationary currency, which USD is, you know, for your day to day, it's incredibly powerful. And so that's what, you know, we're all about here at Dynamic.
100%. That's the beauty about blockchain, right? Crypto is that it levels the playing field for everyone. Everyone. You know, that is amazing. For the first time we see a technology that is able to do that. So it's amazing. All right, sounds good. So I think now everybody should get, you know, have a better understanding what lending and borrowing is. All right. So you say the loan to value ratio is 80%. Is that right, Cameron?
Yes, and that's the average. There's or that's what most of them are. I would have to triple check what I think, like for something maybe like DOT on BSC is lower, or ADA on BSC is lower, but that's what most of them are.
Okay, so now I guess the question is, now you guys are utilizing like Compound Venus over BSC and Compound ETH. How are you guys making revenue?
Yeah, so there's a couple different ways. It's performance-based fees from the yield. So Dynamic takes 12% of the daily payouts that we provide. And so majority of those we're thinking are going to be in DYNA. So we'll earn more DYNA from our performance fees, because I think most people will prefer to earn DYNA, but some will like to earn stable payouts and also payouts in the native currency that they're lending. So we earn money from the performance fee and from transaction fees. So for the transaction fees on swaps, we use 100% of those to buy back DYNA. And then for that performance fee, I was saying that we earn some DYNA, and that actually goes to our treasury to supplement staking rewards. So that's kind of how the system works.
Okay, so now when people let's say input the assets, that will go directly to the Compound or Venus protocol, right? But as far as the staking goes with your native token, that's within your I guess your ecosystem.
Yep, exactly. So we just have another tab for staking.
Okay, perfect. All right, I think that's pretty straightforward. Awesome. Now, it looks like the project is very early. Like you said, this is your first AMA. Now, of course, you guys going to be doing audits, and what audits would you be, or are you guys striving for?
Yep, good question. And so for our token, we have some quick audits that are coming up to get those checked off, which are going to be like solid proof for the token. And then for our vaults, we're going to get Hacken. I'm also looking at Heike. So we have a couple options, but we're getting our vaults and token done. The token will be done fastest for the audit within the next 2 weeks. And then our vaults will be done as well shortly after that. So we're on top of it. We're in conversation.
Awesome, perfect. Yeah, because when it comes to lending and borrowing, the biggest thing for most of the investors out there, and it is the most crucial thing out there, is security of the ecosystem, right, of the platform. So yeah, I think that is very important. Looks like you guys on top of it. Awesome. Now you spoke a bit on your swap as well. Now I'm assuming that these will also be using others routers as well.
Yep. So we're routing from Uniswap and PancakeSwap. We're built on top of them there, and we're also using Cbridge for our cross-chain swaps. So yeah, DYNA will also be available for bridging to BSC at launch. So we've taken extra time to really finish all the features. So we pretty much have a finished product at launch, but of course we can expand chains from here and expand the underlying money markets, which I want to vote with the community on. So we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, we pretty much have a fully done product at launch.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. And when is that launch date?
Yep, exactly 1 month and 1 day from today, which is January 6th. So January 6th, 2023 is going to be our pre-sale launch. And then 24 hours after that is our official launch for listing and turning the vaults on and everything.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. So a month away, that's still quite a bit away for you guys to really, make sure that everything is buttoned up and everything is secure.
Yep. So this is early. You guys are early, and I invite you to join up in our Telegram and just stay tuned to watch how we explode over the next couple weeks. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, I think you have something very interesting here. If you guys able to implement what you say there, right? Because I think the convenience, the efficiency of it, you don't have to understand the underlying whatever goes on the compound, whatever goes on the business. The technology here, you just pretty much simplify in a way that actually anybody can come in here and use it on both chains. So which is very convenient.
Thank you. Yes, that's the goal.
All right. So you also, you guys, let me see here. You guys in the future, you guys also have you guys are thinking about bridging over to different chains as well in the future. But that's something that's out, way down in the future, right, Cameron?
Yeah.
Right now,
So we're gonna. DYNA will be born on ETH. We'll have the pre-sale on ETH with Unicrypt, and so at our launch, we're going to bridge over some DYNA to BSC so that we can open the vaults on BSC. And when you lend, you earn APY, which is made up of 3 factors. So that's why we're bridging over to BSC at launch, because we want people to be able to lend and borrow on there and earn DYNA as well. So yeah, let me just explain those 3 factors really quick. When you're lending, you're earning from your underlying, which may be, let's just say it's Ethereum. So you're lending Ethereum, you're earning Ethereum, you're earning, let's just say on BSC. So you're earning XVS token, which is Venus's token, and you're earning DYNA. But what we do is take all that and wrap it up into a little gift, and we deliver it to your front doorstep once per day into your wallet. So you don't have to worry about claiming those different tokens at all. It comes in a wrapped package right into your wallet once per day. And yeah, so even if you're lending multiple tokens, you don't have to go claim separate, harvests and resupply and everything like that. Just know, you have your yield coming once per day.
Yeah, very nice, very convenient. Now, on your single staking there, Cameron, on your DYNA, now people are able to do single staking on your native token. And looks like, what is the APR on that if I was to stake the token?
32% is the single staking, and it goes up for LP token staking to 48 and 64.
Okay, now 48 and 64. And that's APR, right?
Yep. Just because we aren't auto compounding that, so users can just withdraw and claim their rewards anytime they prefer.
Okay, and so they can also able to do LP staking as well. with DYNA and ETH or DYNA and BNB.
Yep. So there will be some arbitrage opportunity right when we bridge and list the DYNA. We're going to launch it at the same list price as it did on ETH, but we'll see how quickly those prices balance out. So yeah, we'll have the LP staking on both chains. Users can provide liquidity on whichever they prefer.
Awesome. Now, one of the things that I ran across on your website is that pay. What is that? And I remember reading something that it says that you no longer have to input a person's address or the contract number. How do you pay somebody without inputting your a person's address?
Yeah, so this is just another feature that we had included inside this platform to make it just everything you need right there. And so that's dynamic pay, what is being referred to. And yeah, so basically users just are able to send and receive with full confidence that is going to the right place, because we all know in DeFi it's sometimes a little bit complicated. If you happen to copy and paste the wrong thing, it's going out into outer space and not coming back. So yeah, it's just a little way for users to send based on usernames and also include notes in the messages, but in a decentralized manner that's all on chain. So it's all super legit and self-custody. You just connect your wallet up there, boom, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Now, where would this where would the pre-sale at?
Our pre-sale is being held on Unicrypt.
Unicrypt. Now, do you have the tokenomics yet, Cameron, or is that something you guys still working on?
Yes, I have to update the docs, but they are finished. And if anyone wants to review them, we posted on Medium. Our newest article has the link to the tokenomics. So if you just scroll to the middle of the article, it's a sheet that it will bring you to, and it has our full tokenomics details. I can run through them here if you want me to, but yeah, whatever you guys prefer.
Yeah, definitely. If you have the link, Cameron, if you can go ahead and post it in a room, and I'll pin it, because I think that's also important for our investors to look at as well.
Yes. So I can, let me just put this here. I'm going to send it right now.
Perfect.
And for anyone who is listening to the recording or anything like that, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what our tokenomics look like. So DYNA has a total supply of 400K. It's deflationary, so it's not going any higher than 400K ever. It's only going down with buybacks and burns. And so pretty much we have 30% of the token. It's going to rewards, which is for staking and for people who are lending and borrowing. And a couple other things, the treasury and private. We did have a private sale. So I had some close friends who wanted to support Dynamic. They got in, like they've been in for a month, and they've participated up to $35,000. So we raised $35,000 already. And yeah, I did send this link in the group. So if any of you guys want to review the tokenomics here, you can see them. But yeah, just basically it's rewards 30%, treasury 15%, liquidity 25%, and you guys can review the rest. It's all pretty average or normal allocations and distributions.
When you say okay, the $35,000 that you guys raised for the pre-sale, is that vested, or would it be vesting on that?
Yep, good question. So we do have a photo of all the vesting on that Medium post that I just talked about. So it's our most recent, or actually it's our second to most recent Medium post. It shows that vesting. But for private sailors, they are receiving 40% at listing, and then 6 months it's vested from there. So The team has 0% at listing. And we do have a second page in this tokenomics sheet that I showed that explains some other information for any of the investors who want to check it out. They could see some projections and how we use our performance fee and things like that. So just some fine details.
All right, awesome, perfect. Yeah, I just pinned it there, so the investor can take a look at it for sure, and I'll take a look at it again too. Okay, yeah, I mean, going through your docs, I love the fact that you guys pretty much trying to encompass everything, right, from the funding aspect of it for the beginner users to pretty much everything. So you have the funding. So you guys team up with or you guys integrated some kind of protocol that allows people to fund money into the ecosystem very efficiently, correct?
Yeah, this is through Circle and Plaid integration. So basically, users can connect their bank from there and directly put on-demand USDC into their self-custody wallet. So it still is totally non-custodial, but just gives users that option to connect up if they prefer and move in and out.
Yeah, I think that's actually important, especially for the new users when you have an on and off ramp like that within your ecosystem. And that will be on your website as well. That's going to be live on your website.
Yep.
Okay.
We do have a testnet currently live for anyone who does want to check out what the platform looks like. And it is all up right now. So I could also send some testnet tokens over. I was thinking about making a page so users can claim testnet tokens, but yeah, just wanted to show you that we're live currently for anyone that wants to check it out on testnet, Ethereum or BSC testnet.
Awesome. How long have you guys been working on this?
Good question. So since 6.5 months it's been now. So this has been built from scratch. Each feature has been done one at a time. We've taken extreme care to make sure everything is implemented properly, especially when it comes to the bank account situation. That's very important that we get that totally right. And so we had gone back and forth with Circle and their dev team for a good amount of time, making sure that we're completely sealed, on our implementation of that. And then from there, we've just been working on the vaults and getting everything ready. So yeah, we have been working on this for quite a long time, but I think sometimes, some protocols like to just release and then build, but at least in our case, we've already done the building and now it's just clear, promotion and marketing that needs to be done, so just to get us growing. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell that you guys are very strategic, especially you're doing an AMA right now, which is a month away. Right? Usually projects don't do that early, but I think it shows that you guys are taking that strategic approach, not wait to the very end of it, because I think you have something great. But like you said, everything will be ready on live, which is another amazing thing that you don't see often in the space as well. Now, regarding your team, Cameron, is this something that you intentionally seeked for, or is this something that a team that you guys previously worked together in a project? How do you guys meet?
Yeah, so I've met my team firstly, a couple of them are real life friends, like Ian, if you see, is in our docs. There's a guy named Ian who's our business development lead, and he's a great marketer. And so he plugged us in with a ton of industry people, which we still have yet to announce our most exciting marketing partnership. So we have some really, really big things coming. But yeah, your question about our team, how do we meet? So yeah, we met in real life for a couple of them. And then for the other ones who are in Vietnam, I met through my partner, Mickey, we've worked together now. Firstly on Cash.io, which was a project in 2021, and that has Cash with 2 A's. And so we had gone from a 5K fair launch to, or actually a 5K market cap stealth launch, we saw as high as 4.5 million. So that was kind of what got me and my partner Mickey learning about each other and working together well. And yeah, we really just hit the Cash project out of the park. And I had 2 other founders with Cash. So with Dynamic, it's just mostly myself and my partner Mickey. So this is my one project that I'm able to, sink my teeth into and really get behind. And whereas with Cash, it was hard because there was other people involved and I didn't have, full decision-making ability.
See, now Mickey, the guy, which is also your co-founder, now he is the blockchain developer, correct?
Yep, exactly. So I do user interface design, front-end development when it's needed for little things. And he is in charge of our contracts and making sure that we're clear on that end. And then, of course, we handle our audits and things like that. But he's mainly handling that. And he's very, very good as well. So, yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
he's really good.
I like that. I like that the team or one of the co-founders or knows how to develop, right? Because I think that's important.
Yep.
All right.
We both actually know how to develop as well, and so he's just so good at Solidity side that he's gonna make it, knock it out of the park. So he even gets advice from his own Solidity friends and things like that. So his job is to make sure it comes through exactly how it should be, and so that's all that we're focused on.
Yeah, Vietnam is booming, especially when it comes to crypto over there, right?
Yep.
The
Exactly.
demographic is very young. When it comes to like advancement, Vietnam is top up there. When it comes to cryptocurrency, you go to the mall over there now, people are using cryptocurrency in the mall like it's like regular money, which is pretty amazing.
Yep, exactly.
And you have a lot of hungry people over there as well. So, all right, perfect. All right, Cameron, I think we covered pretty much everything, man. Is there anything else you want to speak on before we take some questions?
No, that's pretty much good. I'm really happy to hop in here. And also, did you want me to, I'm wondering if we should give away the whitelist spots. Did you want to do that before the questions, after the questions, or did you want me to give away whitelist in my own group?
Yeah, I mean, 3 whitelists. That's amazing. That's awesome. We usually do it towards the end. So Mike has been keep tracking all the questions that the committee has been put in the room. So he's going to come on. He's going to read off some of the questions. Then after that, we can always close it with some whitelist giveaway.
Okay, perfect. And I got questions already ready for when we do that. So it's perfect.
All right, perfect. All right, Mike, floor is yours, brother.
Well, all right. Appreciate you coming in, Cameron. That was an amazing AMA presentation there, brother.
Thank you.
Let's see here. First one's coming in from Promise. Oh, and if anybody wants to ask you questions on voice, please feel free to jump in between any of the answers. First one is coming from Promise. The question is there any plans in the works for seeing how you have a transfer crypto feature? Would there possibly be like a scheduled payment feature down the line you could add in as a feature?
Yes, this is like what I really love about building these community-driven projects is that the community really just comes up with these amazing ideas. And so the answer is yes. I would love to even hear more about what he's thinking about for that feature. Like I wonder about recurring payments and different things. So I'm really interested in speaking with the community, hearing all their thoughts. I would suggest join our Telegram, and we're gonna be able to continue the conversation as far as we prefer.
Awesome, appreciate that. Hear that, Promise? You already go. He has a second question here. It says, how are you going to balance the liquidity between the different chains of Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, and Polygon at every time to avoid leakage in the chains?
Yeah, good question. I think that our main chain is going to be Ethereum, but I think that a lot of people do love BSC, and we're going to bridge over and set the initial liquidity on BSC. It'll be a little bit lower than the E side, but people will be able to provide their own liquidity as well to earn DYNA. So we'll see which one has more or less liquidity. I'm not sure, but definitely Ethereum we're going to start with in the beginning, so it will have more in the beginning, but we'll see how it plays out from there. Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Last question here I'm seeing from Promise here is, will there be any additional fees? I think you might have covered this. Will there be any additional fees for using a swap apart from the on-chain fees?
Yep, so we just add our own little fee in there and use it to buy and burn DYNA.
Perfect. Let's see. Next question actually is also rolling in from Promise. Is, as we expect a number of investors that will stake their DYNA due to the attraction that will be paid, the APR that will be paid, how sustainable will the project be in rewarding the high number of stakers on the long run? And will the staking APR be reduced in the future?
Yeah, good question. I think that firstly, we already are not hurting ourselves too much because our APRs for staking are reasonable. They are not out of this world. So we have a really long runway for staking rewards just off our baseline. And beyond that, I think that I don't see a reason why we would need to lower them because we are going to be earning DYNA from our performance fee, the treasury will. So we're always able to supplement those staking rewards. It's a good loop that it goes through as far as when users deposit, they'll earn DYNA and we earn it as well. So basically, if they stake, we should always have enough to pay our stakers.
Perfect. Okay, let's see. So next question is coming in from Out of Time here. His question is, so essentially you are using lending protocols and you're routing it to one solid platform, correct?
Yep, exactly. So,
oh, go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, I just think with each chain that we expand to, we will plug in one underlying money market we determine is the best option for it. And I think that each one we add makes us just a little bit more sweet every time. So it goes back to our goal of trying to provide full lending market coverage and really give users what they want. So for those who want to use Ethereum, it's going to be there. But for those who want to use something else, something exotic, maybe we expand to in the future, we want to be where the people are. So.
Perfect. The next two questions, we can roll into one here, is from Green Tea and Papercut. Lending and borrowing protocol requires highest levels of security. So what is the team's plan and what type of audits do you have on the way? I believe we touched on this earlier.
Yep. So we touched on this already, and basically we're taking care of the token audits first. It's no problem, easy getting them done. But then our vaults, which are very important to get right, we will be thoroughly going through with Hacken or Heike. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with right this second. I might even do both of them. So we'll see, but we're going to go heavy on the audit. So we're definitely already thinking about it and already taking care of it.
Okay, let me just rolling through the questions here, brother. This one's already answered. Yeah, that was another security question that you just answered. Let's see. Francis Nani says, there's a lot. There are a little bit of broken English here. There is a lot of the team that I'm having trouble reading this one here. There are lots of the team taught about features and resources in the DYNAMIC.FI ecosystem, which the team considered having an application. Will the team consider having an application that will incorporate all the features and resources that they will have and all exist on the web?
I think that we already have that, and it's currently live on app.dynamic.fi for anyone who wants to check it out. and just connect up your wallet, and you're able to actually even set your username for Dynamic right now. So it will be the real username you use when we're live. So if anyone wants to set up their profile, they could go check it out, app.dynamic.fi.
Perfect. Second question here from Francis Nani is, I love those exciting earnings when I can earn through referrals. Is there a maximum that I can earn from the referrals?
No maximum.
No maximum. Okay. Let's see. Hey, you has a question rolling in. It says, on your roadmap, you mentioned about the testnet launch. So I just want to know, will everyone be able to participate in the phase of testnet, and will you distribute rewards to those who participate in the testnet as you have a bug bounty program?
Yeah. So our testnet is currently live. For anyone who wants to participate in it, they can. I would love to get in the group and begin chatting with anyone who is using it, and I could send them some testnet tokens as well. So we are currently active in a testnet, and if you are using our testnet, we do have a solid amount of allocations for tokens allocated to the treasury for uses like community airdrops, other marketing opportunities, contests, and things of that nature. So definitely stay tuned, join up on Telegram, and let's get into it.
Perfect. If you don't mind, could you dive into a good explanation on what your bug bounty program is?
Yeah, it hasn't officially gone live yet for like what we're saying our rewards are for, like minor and major bugs, but I think those are it's mostly for high level developers who are able to come in and review our smart contracts and maybe catch anything that Hacken or Heike, the audit guys, didn't catch. So that's the main goal of that.
I like that. It's not something you see too often. That's pretty cool. Next
Thank
question
you.
from Rayhan here is another question about your referrals. I was curious if you would get like 5 to 10 referrals. Would there be some sort of level up in a sense where you would gain more?
I think it's a good question. I don't think that we need to get too complicated with the referral program. Like, I know there's like a million ways we can do it. For now, it's set at, give $10, get $10, and it's in DYNA. So we can change things, but right now it's a simple referral program. So we don't have tiers.
Okay, perfect. That actually answered the second question there. It will be in the native token what you're paid out in.
Yep, exactly.
Perfect. How about collaborations? What do you guys got on the horizon for any collabs or partnerships?
Yes, so we have a partnership of partnerships like coming so soon. It's we have this team that we're partnering with that I can't say too much about right in this AMA, but in our next AMA, we will be sharing our marketing partnership people and what we're doing with that. So we have some beyond our audit announcements, and our Unicrypt related stuff. Our actual marketing partners are being announced very soon. So yeah, just big news. I hope everyone can join up in the Telegram and they can stay tuned because we have some big things coming.
Love it. Now, you said your pre-sale is set 1 month and 1 day at January 6th, correct?
Yep.
And did you have a private sale that's conducted anything yet, or a seed sale?
Yep. It was an intimate private sale of just close friends, and we raised $35,000.
Oh, nice. That's very nice.
And they're vested.
Invested, and I assume
yep.
that money will be used for marketing, pushing up to your pre-sale, and maybe a little bit of liquidity.
Audits. Yep.
Audits. Yep. Perfect. That's all I'm seeing through the questions that we have here, brother. Does anybody want to jump on and ask a question on voice? We were pretty detailed on this one, Cameron.
Yes, I'd love to encourage anyone. So we're giving away 3 whitelist spots for the DYNA presale, which is happening in the month. But if you guys don't win those whitelist spots right now, you can enter our whitelist giveaway, which I'll just put the link here as well. Or actually, it's also in our pinned messages, I believe. But the presale whitelist giveaway is pretty huge for anyone who wants to get access to that presale, but doesn't quite win one. So we're going to have some opportunities in the coming weeks for you guys to win whitelist spots throughout AMAs, in the community, on Telegram. So just stay tuned if you don't win one now. But is it okay if I ask some questions maybe in the chat? Is that okay, Mike? And for the winners, I could give them a whitelist spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. What do you think, Seattle? You wanna try and
Oh yeah,
switch it up
yeah,
there?
definitely. I think that's a great approach. I think ask the questions and whoever gets the answer gets it, right? Is that what you're thinking there, Cameron?
Yep, exactly.
Perfect. I think that's awesome.
Okay. So guys, the first question is, which chain will Dynamic launch on? This is to win a whitelist spot for Dynamic. So which chain will Dynamic launch on? Let's see if anyone can get the right answer. Let's see. Yep, I see a winner. So Fisheye, boom. I see that you have sent the correct answer. I am DMing you just so that we have your contact. That's good.
Congratulations, Fisheye.
And one more question, guys. When will Dynamic launch? What is the date Dynamic will launch? It is when will Dynamic launch? Okay, boom. Jane, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jane.
And one more, which I think will be tough for someone who wasn't paying attention or didn't look at our tokenomics, but how many tokens are there for DYNA? What is our total supply? What is the DYNA total supply? Boom, that's a winner right there. Congrats to Alexa.
That was quick. Congratulations, Alexa.
So I have DM'd you guys, and I'll collect your addresses later, but you did win Dynamic whitelist spots, so congrats to you guys. And yeah, that's it. Boom. That was easy. You guys are awesome.
I really like that. Let's see if we can't do something like that more often. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
Perfect. All right.
All right, Seattle.
Yeah, really appreciate you being here, Cameron. Amazing questions. I really like the project. I really do. I will be following, and I look forward to see you guys implementing all the plans you have in a month from now.
Thank you. Yes, sounds good. We will keep you updated, and thank you for having me. It's been amazing. You guys are awesome, and anyone who is listening and wants to join in the Telegram for Dynamic, we're happy to have you. We have some exciting contests coming up, audits, partnerships. Stay tuned, guys. We're building every day, so let's go.
Perfect, Cameron. So with that said, we're going to do the giveaway now. So we have some cash giveaway, and Mike's going to come on, and he's going to do that.
Cash giveaway. All right, hold on. I'm setting it up right now. Okay. Share my screen on over here. Boom. All right. So tonight, guys, we have one for the wheel, one for best question. And Cameron, if you're something that you'd like us to do, we always like to raise awareness to your Telegram and send the team on over and send the group on over, community, and say great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Is that something you want us to do?
Yes, that would be awesome. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, make sure you head on over there. I'm sure Johnny is going to post and pin how to win that, participate in winning another $25 over there. And, when you join up there, be sure to be part of the community. This is a really good team here. Cameron seems like a really nice guy and got a solid vision here. And we're very early, seems like here, being over a month out. And I'm really looking forward to, having you back after post-launch too and, kind of seeing where you're at.
Definitely.
All right, guys, let's shuffle it up and spin her up. Who's it going to be? Jake DJ Crypto. Congratulations. Won yourself $25 there, brother. All right, and I'm going to go through the good questions that we had tonight and award an additional $25. And like I said earlier, I'll be heading over to Dynamic's Telegram in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, and pick an additional winner over there. That's it from my side here, Cameron. And I appreciate you rolling in tonight. And that was a great AMA, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me, and I look forward to coming back. Yes, after launch, let's do it again. So thank you guys so much. See you next time.
Perfect. Have a good one, Cameron.
All right, you guys as well. Bye-bye.
All right, see ya.
Take care.
All right. Well, I thought that